Green Angel has another video for you. And she's gonna like it too, if she's a Vegeta fan. And, all you other Vegeta fans. Because it's about Super Saiyan 3. And you see that thumbnail too, I know. Is Daima canonical or not? I don't care. I think it, might be. So, you know, there's 3 Super Saiyan 3s in Dragon Ball Z, in the canonical version. And even if Vegeta's not, it is now to me. I play games and shit with that. That's me. That's not, what other people do. So, just take that shit with a grain of salt if you're one of those people. But I'm ranking the 3 Super Saiyan 3s that there are. At number 3, yes, at the bottom I have that boy, Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3. And he's like, too, if you ask me, just. But Gotenks is the weakest one. Now, it's impressive that a boy can go into Super Saiyan 3, at age, 8 or whatever. Gotenks is like that young, and he can hit off Super Saiyan 3 out of some, almost some gag character shit. But not really, because he was fighting against Majin Buu, who was still more powerful than he was, slightly. And he was fighting against him pretty decently. He can't maintain that form. Now, Super Saiyan 3 is not a form that's easily maintained to begin with, but he definitely can't because he's on a timer. Gotenks is on a timer. Like the fusion itself, it's Goten and Trunks fused. And he can deal great damage in that amount of time. But then there's also, characters like Majin Buu he can't really, defeat. Maybe Fat Buu, but I still think Fat Buu could beat Gotenks Super Saiyan 3. It would be a close fought battle, but I still think Gotenks Super Saiyan 3 would lose due to the time limit, But that's who's at number 3. Number 2 is Goku. Yeah, I said it. Goku is at number 2. I said before that the Super Saiyan 3 transformation is a form that is not maintained that long. Goku uses Super Saiyan 3. He doesn't defeat Fat Buu. And he did know how to use Super Saiyan 3 before that time. That's just when he showed it to everybody else. He used it in Otherworld when he obtained it, right? That's how I knew he could do it. Let's not play games, people. He uses it there and against Fat Buu, and he was on a time limit. But given no time limit, could he have beat Fat Buu? And I'm talking about Fat Buu because Fat Buu is weaker than Majin Buu, the Kid Buu. He's less powerful than him by a lot. People didn't know that. Fat Buu is fucking weak compared to Buu. And Goku could have beat him. Actually, I think. With a full powered Kamehameha in that state, and he was, in Majin Buu was taking him seriously. Fat Buu was. He was like, yo, you're not like that other guy. I want to fight you more because you are actually interested. I might, he didn't say he might lose, but, it was kind of, anyway. And Goku thought he could, but, didn't have enough time left. Then Super Saiyan 3 came out again against Kid Buu. Wasn't really effective against Kid Buu. He wasn't in that form that long. He got out of that form quick. Went into Super Saiyan 3 against Beerus, lost. Anytime he goes into Super Saiyan 3, he doesn't do too much. He didn't catch no dubs in Super Saiyan 3. Well, except in that movie, but I don't know, that's not canonical. And I'm talking about the dragons, the one with the dragon fleet and the dragon, which is like some alien fucking creature. But number one, I got my boy Vegeta, who finally got Super Saiyan 3 in Dragon Ball Daima. And he used that shit in a childish state first, because he was turned into a child by the Dragon Balls. And then he fought against Tamagami too. He was like, and this is what I noted about Vegeta, he was fast in that form. Now, when I watch these transformations, right, I see the hair, it's slowing them down a little bit. Because the Super Saiyan 2 transformation is actually the fastest form for the Saiyans. It gives them more power, more energy. Their attacks hit harder. Energy blasts are more, effective, more powerful. I wouldn't say that Super Saiyan 3 gives them a speed boost as much. But for Vegeta, it definitely did, because he like flashed up on Takagami real quick. Like he transformed and he was right in his face. Like that, instantly. And he doesn't use instant transmission, y'all. He don't. That's something I noted. I was like, all right. He caught a dub in Super Saiyan 2 against Takagami 2. Now that character right there is not, any like super threat, but he did fight against Goma, and like he didn't defeat Goma, because the third eye helps and catch recoup. But he did some damage a little bit in the demon rounds. He shot that final flash that was pretty damn powerful, and that was Super Saiyan 3. That was the Super Saiyan 3. And I got him like a little bit stronger than Goku. It's not like by a great margin, but I think he uses the form better than Goku does. And yeah, he fought Goma in the adult form too. But, he caught a dub in that form. Those other animals did not. So Vegeta for the win in Super Saiyan 3. They didn't remember that, but I did. Be cool calling on the corner though, y'all. Don't get too hurt by the, Vegeta's more powerful than Goku in that form. Be cool calling on the corner.